Operation Desert Storm is now 1 hour and 18 minutes old. The President of the United States is going to address the nation at 9 o'clock.
I remember watching Desert Storm in Iraq on TV.
28 countries with forces in the Gulf area have no choice but to drive Saddam from Kuwait by force.
Maybe the first time anyone had ever watched a war live on TV.
The amphibious forces are here. Bombardment has been going on all day.
The year was 1990, and I was 7.
What we're doing is going to chart the future of the world for the next 100 years.
Fast forward about 13 years, and I was taking part in Operation Iraqi Freedom.
The 1st Expeditionary Force has crossed the line and is in Iraq.
At the same time, the war in Afghanistan had begun, and it would rage on for another 21 years, all predicated on lies and rosy pronouncements from our government.
The Afghanistan papers, what was being assessed was different from what people were told.
In April of 2002, Rumsfeld dictated a memo. He said, if we don't come up with a plan to stabilize Afghanistan, we'll never get the troops out.
The longest U.S. military conflict in our nation's history, carried out with the notion that we would never win. My entire adult life, we have been at war in the Middle East. It's been almost 40 years since I was sitting on the couch watching Desert Storm, and we're still bombing Iraq today. Children, mothers, sisters, fathers, and brothers are still mourning the loss of life of their loved ones all around the U.S. due to a corrupt foreign policy. For what? What are we sending our youth to die for? So contractors can line their pockets? So corrupt politicians can carry out their murderous fantasies and pet projects around the world? My freedoms are not in the Middle East. My money is certainly better spent on my family and my community, rather than funding pointless wars in places most people couldn't point out on the map. How long will we allow military contractors and foreign allegiance to dictate the loss of lives of our sons and daughters and the reckless spending of U.S. taxpayer money? Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Gaza, Somalia, Iran, Yemen, Syria, and Lebanon. Enough already. My name is Joshua Smith, and I'm running for president. I'm dedicated to ending the forever wars that have been created by the U.S. That means no more troops to Ukraine, no troops to Israel or Palestine, no more bases surrounding countries who do not want us there, and no more meddling in foreign civil wars in the Middle East. We will bring our troops home to be with their families and offer a more urgent mental health care for those still affected by the most traumatic experiences of their young lives. We cannot fix the problems in our own country while we're constantly sending our sons and daughters to die in pointless wars that don't benefit the safety of American citizens. Go to joshuasmith2024.com today to find out how you can help create an America First foreign policy.